They planned a revolution, they fought it, they bled for it, they sang songs about it, they marched for it, and they died believing in it. But in the fire of their triumph, they forgot to ask the most important question. What happens after the revolution? What happens when the songs fade, when the flags rise and the enemy retreats? Who teaches the children what freedom truly costs and what to do with it once it's won? They never planned for that part. They built a revolution but not a roadmap. They fought for power but never learned how to pass it down. And that is how we got here, a generation unprepared, a leadership uninspired, and a continent still waiting for the promises that was written in its liberation songs. They said Africa must rise, but rise to what? A corruption dressed as patriotism, to democracy built on dependency, to the youth still locked out of opportunities and watching the same old faces recite the same lines about freedom? You cannot rewrite history with speeches. You cannot rebuild a nation by quoting heroes of the past while ignoring the hopes of the present. The African Renaissance was supposed to be more than a slogan. It was meant to be a plan, a strategy to rebuild centuries of injustice, to reclaim dignity, to prepare the next generation for true leadership, not recycled power. But they forgot the youth. They forgot that revolution without succession is regression, that liberation is not an endpoint but a handover. You don't just free a people, you prepare them to lead themselves. So here we are, the children of the aftermath, carrying both the glory and the guilt of an unfinished revolution. We were told to wait our turn, to respect our elders, to remember our history. But how long do you honor the past before it starts holding your future hostage? We don't want to inherit a broken system. We want to rebuild it. We don't want to be subjects of liberation. We want to be the authors of transformation, because the real revolution, the one that matters, doesn't happen in the bush or in ballot boxes. It happens in classrooms, in the newsroom, in the hearts of every young African who refuses to accept mediocrity as destiny. You want a renaissance? Then teach us, equip us, let us lead. Because the question was never whether Africa could rise, but the question, the one that you forgot to ask, was how we make sure it never falls again.